Hey, this is Gary Novak here at the LP booth in Oxnard for Drum DLA. It's been a crazy year this year, but we're all gonna get through this. And what's gonna help us get through this is checking out all kinds of new gear from LP. I'm gonna go talk to my friend Derek Zimmerman. We're gonna check out some new toys, huh? Derek, I need to understand what's the deal with that. I'm fascinated by that.
I'm glad you dig it. So we call this
excited.
the wood snare Tapa, and designed here by our cajon craftsman Josh Trask. And basically, it's a way to get a cajon and a woody sound out of any snare drum.
Yeah.
Call it most snare drums.
Sure.
So we have an 8-lug and a 10-lug version. Super easy to use. All you got to do is take off your rim and your head. Put this on. You want to finger tighten the tension rods just a little bit. You don't need to put too much tension on.
Right.
And when you play it, you just get a nice woody, snare sound.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to a cajon. You're not going to get very much bass tone out of it, but it's cool. It's got a textured surface as well. So if you want to play brushes with your hands, or brushes, with brushes,
with wire would
or
probably be
if you want to
beautiful,
use like a timpani mallet or a nice rubber mallet, you kind of get all these cool sounds out of it. And drummers like you would use it as a side snare, of course, and if you have a tune, you want to have that kind of sound, you got it. Percussionists are putting snare drums into their hybrid setups all the time. So, you get that sound, and it's really comfortable for a percussionist.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit the rim on your hand.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah. So it's got this rounded edge, so it's really kind of almost like playing a conga, actually.
No, I mean it's a great idea. I mean, in several occasions I've tried to get a backbeat sound when I'm playing a hybrid setup.
Right.
And since I'm not like a super hand drum player, I can kind of do my thing. It has its own character, but I don't have the chops to be able to really get a sound out of a cajon like that. It's not. Right. And that's a great way to do it, to be able to create a backbeat in an acoustic setting where you don't have a regular drum set. You can still have that sound. That's what I think is the coolest about that, is you have a true backbeat with the snares on like that.
We have this great performance with one of our great LP artists, who is one of the greatest cajon players in the world. He and his couple friends got together and did this really awesome performance with our Wood Tapa. Cool. So I'd like to kick it off to Diego Alvarez and friends.
Yeah, let's check that out. Derek, I need to see this whole area.
Yeah, this is our little drum set jingle new sound area here. So that's something we call the Tambo-Stick. We developed that with Stanton Moore. So basically, Stanton's always looking for ways to add texture and color to his grooves, and he's got great grooves, of course. So we worked with him on this. So it's a maple stick. It's got 2 sets of jingles. Okay. It's tapered, which is hip. And originally, I just wanted to make it tapered just for an ergonomic aspect. But Stanton told me, when he was testing it out, having the weight up front and the extra sort of diameter up there really helps with the articulation as well. And one of my favorite things is I burned in the LP logo here. So that kind of gives you like a tactile guide of, having the
where
stick.
to grab it, where the fulcrum is.
So it's really cool. So, and speaking of Stanton and grooves, here's a great performance of Stanton showing you the new LP Tambo-Stick.
Now
Stan sounds great.
He's got a few grooves in him.
He's got a little bit of music in Stanton.
Yeah.
I'm interested in these two Tambo-Rings here. What you got going on
Yeah, so
there?
those are something we call the Tambo-Rings. So it's basically a steel disc with tambourine jingles riveted in there. So to give you, again, kind of give you a whole other color.
Like
to
snare
your playing.
drums, toms, whatever.
Yeah, you put it on your hi-hats, put
yeah.
it on your snare drum, put it on toms if you want. We have two sizes. We have 14
cool.
and a 6-inch, and we have it in 2 flavors. So you've got a galvanized steel, which gives it a super dry sound.
Right.
And then you have the brass, which is a little more bright and resonant.
Okay.
Hey, Stanton Moore here, and I've been checking out these new LP Tambo-Rings, and they really add a cool jingle tambourine texture to the kit. You can put them on your cymbals. I've got little ones on the hi-hat and my trash crash, and you can put the bigger ones on your snare or your floor tom. And I've been digging them. I hope you decide to check them out, and I hope that you like them as well.
I'm kind of checking out this cowbell here. What we got going on?
Total opposite end of the spectrum in drumming.
I think I recognize the signature.
Yeah, so this is what we call the Tommy Lee Rockstar bell. So, you know, it's really hip because, you know, it's built on a LP 009 Rock Ridge Rider. And Tommy is the reason that LP developed the Ridge Rider cowbells in the first place, way back in the last century.
He's just destroying them.
Yeah, he was just, you know, because you play them like rock like that and you're just killing it. So, you know, they start denting. So we took the patented Jenigor material that we use on our jam block, applied it to a cowbell. Again, this is a long time ago, but, you know, we wanted to honor Tommy. And we started working with him. So we took the 009 Ridge Rider, put a vice mount on it, which we put on all of our signature bells, and we put this cool graphic. That star graphic there is something that, you know, Tommy has right on his hand, of course, because he's got a few tattoos.
He's got a few.
Just a few. And then, you know, we've got his signature on them.
Nice.
So that's the Tommy Lee Rockstar bell.
Yeah, Tommy definitely knows how to put some weight into it.
And speaking of Tommy, here's Tommy to tell you a little bit more about his cowbell.
All right, for those of you that know, cool. For those of you that don't know, this is by far the most badass sounding cowbell on the planet. And for you, maybe wives out there that can't find your husband, this would also make a nice Christmas gift to keep around his neck to kind of figure out where the hell he's been, where he's at. And for you drummers out there, this thing hurts. Like, it's so loud. You're gonna love this. Honestly, get it.
This big guiro.
That's a big guiro,
Yeah,
right?
it's pretty big.
Yeah, so, you know, we have a really popular merengue guiro called the LP304, and we were doing a video with that with one of our great artists, Clodomiro Montes, and he asked me to make him a larger one. So that our standard one is 5 inches in diameter. And Clodomiro wanted a bigger sound, so he asked me to make him a 7-inch version. So we made a batch and started testing them out, and everyone loved them. And it really gives you just another level of volume when you're playing that style of music. Because when you're playing merengue, I mean, you got horns, you got the band killing it. Even with the microphone, it's just hard to kind of cut through some twist. So this is a 7-inch diameter, what we call our Ultra Pro merengue guiro, made in the USA. Same material as we use in our LP304, we call it the LP307.
Right.
And it comes with the 333 scraper. So if you're playing merengue and you need that extra oomph, that's going to give you that sound.
Yeah, you can finally compete with 5 horn players.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly.
Totally.
That's cool. Are we moving on to these guys?
Yeah, so this is, we're really excited about this. You know, Puerto Rican music and, you know, music of Puerto Rico and Caribbean is obviously a vital part of what Latin percussion is.
Sure.
So working with a few artists, we really wanted to kind of pay tribute to Puerto Rico. And these drums are specifically made for a Puerto Rican style of music called Bomba. They're called barriles de bomba. It's kind of bomba's like a Puerto Rican folkloric music.
Okay.
So we worked with a couple of our younger artists of Puerto Rican ancestry, Camilo Molina and Marcos Lopez. Yeah, you know,
Sure, yeah.
both of those guys are killer.
Yeah.
So
I'd
they
say.
really were helping me and really capture the sound. So basically for Bomba music, but you can play any kind of thing, any kind of style of music you want with these drums. So it's short, 26 inch tall.
26 inches tall.
We've got a 14 inch and a 16 inch. It's 2-ply Siam oak. It's got traditional rims and rawhide heads. And they sound great. They really do.
Yeah.
And speaking of Camilo and Marcos, we've got them with another one of our great LP artists, Marcos Torres. Kind of a very special performance of some Bomba music.
Yeah, I want to check that out. Let's check that out
Yeah,
right
let's
now.
check it out. Cool. Gary, man, thanks for stopping by.
Anytime, Derek. It's great to see you, man.
Great to see you, and it's great to have you as an LP artist, which you've been with LP for how long now?
Couple of decades, 98?
We're not that old.
Oh yeah, we are. We've actually known each other for close to 30 years. So.
Yeah, okay, we are that old.
Yeah, we are that old.
So anyway, again, thanks for coming by. I'm stoked that you dig all the new LP gear.
Love it.
And I hope you guys all dig the new LP gear. Please go check it out at lpmusic.com. See you soon.
Yay! What a great pleasure for all you guys.
An honor to be here with the LP family.
Coming to you live from Los Angeles.
Muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo, sacarle su valioso